It's all about Atletico Madrid hosted Arsenal UEFA Champions League, and this week on Tuesday, returning leg to Arsenal. All right, in football, as we all know, we have three sets of sides in terms of football. All right, positions in terms of football. Okay, that is the first is the defender, the midfielders, and the strikers. So in every game, if any team you're supposed to be Arsenal, Chelsea, Barcelona, and the rest, and your coach doesn't change formation or change one or two players, even if it's central defenders, that means there's a problem. Because every team, every coach, every team, any manager that is busy handling that club, get the kind of player, the style where you want play. And that takes me to Atletico Madrid that hosted Arsenal. All right. So, being that, the reason why that game ended in a draw, or probably, Arsenal has that edge a little bit, because coming into that game, quite all right, Atletico Madrid, Diego Simeone boys, Diego Simeone used 4-4-2, all right, and Arsenal, Mikel Arteta, used 4-3-3. Then if you watch that game properly, you will know that I think it's 50-50. Although, yes, in terms of position, Arsenal edged them with maybe 45 and 55 in terms of 100% position, when being splitted. So that game, being that Arsenal is a Premier League side that got the pace. And again, the way Mikel Arteta built his team, yeah, they're mainly white and some black, but they got that straight. But going to Atletico Madrid, we all know Diego Simeone. Simeone is all about the strength, right? Yeah, of course, he's inspiring, so you have to put the ball on the ground and play tiki-taka football. Yes, but he built, even with Simeone, the way he carries, shout and everything on the pitch, even his physical look, you know that he's a strong person. So he built his team like Italian Mafia, all those Italian club, all right, with strength returning. So if you come into being into that game, Arsenal, if not that the way Atletico Madrid built themselves, Arsenal would have whitewashed Atletico Madrid even in their house. Yes, the game is balanced because Arsenal held the possession. At some point, Atletico Madrid held the possession. They attack one another. They strike the standing goal post, they strike the crossbar, everything, the chances and everything. I thought that Bayern Munich against PSG or PSG against Bayern Munich is the finals of all final. But for me, we thought that Arsenal, Atletico Madrid, Arsenal is gonna be boring, but it wasn't. All right, that game was the defined the world of football. At least these two semi